So we've had like, I think a couple of recent winners that folks feel kind of controversial about. Do you think that this year that could have happened?
I think Italy would have won this year.
I don't agree.
I have no idea who would have won, but I think that it's difficult because it's hard to like look objectively at the results and think like, okay, I had my favorites, but do I agree with them winning? Like, I remember if I go back and rewatch my videos from 2017, I think I had Salvador Sobral in my bottom 5, but
really
not my taste. You know, I'm a bop kind of person. I love a good like dance song. But I could still look at that entry and be like, yes, like I agree with them winning 100%. And I remember like, you know, getting so excited when he won because I still like objectively you understand. And I think that every single year to me like has that where I might not agree with the winner, but they all bring something so unique and different, I feel like, to the contest. So you can't be mad at them winning because you can't have, you know, your favorite song win every single year. Because if all my favorites won every year, then we'd be having bops every single year as winners, and that would be boring. So but I have no idea who would have won this year. Like, I don't even know.
Oh, same. I have no idea. It's like it would have been one of my least favorite years, actually.
That's the person from the Netherlands. What?
Yeah, I have to be honest. I mean, I'm just not digging the songs that much, you know? Yeah, let me just be honest. As for someone who is just really into music, and I have to say, yeah, this year just surprised me.
You know, it's interesting though that you say that because, you know, I do think it's been a question all year round where it was like, oh, will it be a weak or a strong year? I've always answered that I feel neither. I just feel like, you know, I just felt like it was a middling year where a lot of people played it safe. But I'm now repeating myself.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I will say I did kind of feel like with, I think when it comes to judging an entry, I have to say, like, even with, I think with Mons winning in 2015, I just didn't think it was possible. Because I liked the song, and I remember like in my basement watching it on my laptop because I could not Chromecast it to my TV, and I was so upset. So just FYI, like I remember watching it like on my laptop, like this is so jank. I'm so upset about this. But crying tears of happiness, I just didn't even think it was going to be possible for like Sweden to even win that soon. So I wasn't really clocking for a win from Sweden that year. Right. And so that's why my focus was sort of shifted elsewhere. But I would say ever since then, though, I've kind of, I mean, like I had Salvador Sobral as my winner. I wanted
Jamala as your winner.
I had Jamala as my winner.
That's amazing.
Me too.
Taste.
Yeah, I did have Jamala as my winner. I will say though, I would have been fine with Sergey, and we've already talked about it. Like honestly, a lot of people could have won 2016 for
I would not be fine with. I'm sorry. I was thinking Jamala had to win.
Jamala
had to win. It was just, you know, it was spectacular.
I think
Jamala
is criminally underrated, even by me.
Yes.
Because like ahead of the contest, I wasn't really feeling it. I don't even think she was in my top 10. But you know what? Of all the winners in the last decade, she stands up there with Loreen for me. Like, she is iconic.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. And we have some people waiting in the wings to join.
This is a party, y'all.
It really is a party. I'm just saying, just bringing people together all over the world, you know. Just call me Alesia. It's cool. So we've got a couple of people to join, and I'm going, so here, I think these two.
So since it's a party, where are your drinks, guys?
Well, I know. I had some Guinness punch here, but it's gone.
I'm drinking ginger beer.
Got water.
Yeah, I'm like, I got water, y'all. Okay, y'all not gonna mess me up on this.
I've got my husband though.
That's so
hello.
Cool.
Okay.
Hello.
So we've got Stuart. We've got Andy. Y'all got to connect.
I love those backgrounds.
Is your sound connected? I might have to unmute you. Hold on.
I think, do you hear me now?
Yes.
Hi.
Can we hear you?
Yeah, well, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, woo woo. All right, and this whole time I'm being a good friend, y'all. Just, I'm being a good friend and introducing people. Okay, we've got Deban in the building. Okay, we've got Maxxy in the building. We've got Isanne in the building.
Hello.
Okay, and we got Stuart.
Hey.
Hey, and we got Andy.
Hey.
Hey. Oh my goodness, just bringing people together. Look at me. I'm doing all the fellowship I need to be doing on this Sunday. Well, now it's Sunday afternoon for me.
For me too.
Oh yes, yeah, we got so actually, Stuart, where are you from?
I'm from Toronto, Canada.
We've got a Canadian in the building, okay? Oh, Canada. That's all I know.
Good try.
I'm like, is the rest in French? No, it's in English?
There's an English version and a French version, but sometimes you blend the two. But yeah, either or works.
Okay, so what I want to do to kick off, everyone else has already kind of talked about it, but Stuart and Andy, we're kind of talking about favorite Eurovision year. And we've digressed and talked about a whole bunch of other things, but I think that's the intro icebreaker question. Okay. So then we can judge you, if your
right,
taste
of course.
is good.
Favorite year
see
ever.
if we fit in.
Who's going first? You go, Stu.
Okay, should I answer now? Okay, so I guess my favorite year would probably be the first year that I watched, which isn't actually that long ago. It was 2018. At the time, I was living in Spain, so I got to kind of experience, how people, the locals would get excited about Eurovision, and it was happening next door. And I'd already scheduled a trip to go to Lisbon, so it was a nice little preview. And yeah, it was my introduction to it, and I also got to see the big kind of production that it is, because I work in television here in Canada, and I was really surprised at how high end those performances were. Because here you hear about Eurovision, but you don't really understand it on the same level as people some of the people here who live on the continent. So I was really impressed, and I also didn't realize that year they had decided not to do LEDs, and I think that they did a lot of really interesting things with the staging, regardless of that.
Okay, Andy.
Looks really obvious, but I'm going for 2018. I always say this is my favourite year. One, because it's my favourite ever Eurovision song, Mal by Albania. Love that song. It literally changed my life, that song. And some other beautiful songs as well, like Portugal, I love. And I just had such a nice time at the contest in Lisbon. Portuguese people were beautiful when we were there. Everyone was so happy to be hosting Eurovision after 50 years or something crazy, and it meant so much to them. The stage I loved. I remember there being so much negativity from people beforehand about how can you have a contest without LEDs, and they got it bang on. I thought it looked amazing. It's a contest that's in my heart. It's a really special one for me, so I have to go for 2018 as well.
Yeah, I think it's interesting y'all both said 2018. I think 2018 was a good year. And the reason why I want to highlight that is really because this year, and this was one of, I think, the moments that really made my feelings personally so hurt on behalf, because I sometimes feel a little bit like a mama bear when I judge Eurovision songs, because honestly, and I say in a crazy stage mama bear, and I own it. Okay, because I probably judge the songs I like the most harder when it comes to the staging, when it comes to the overall execution, because I'm you got a good song, and I I'm really pushing for you to really execute it. But one thing that I loved about 2018 was that experience of going to a country that has never won before. And if we look at Eurovision this year, and we looked at our potential front runners, and we don't know what happened, I know, so we have to kind of live in a little bit of hypothetical world, but to have at the top of the betting odds 4 countries that have never won before, I think it's pretty historic. And I think for me, that made me more excited ultimately for Eurovision 2020, at the prospect of who would have won and the potential fresh country we could have gone to next year, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I think also that, just like with that year, we saw that this year, and that's why it's such a shame that Eurovision isn't going to happen, because Iceland, Bulgaria, Lithuania was top of the odds as well, I believe, and they have
Romania.
And Romania as well.
Romania
Yeah, it is such a shame that we won't know who actually won, because obviously none of those countries have won before, and we'd love to see what their version of Eurovision would look like. But I guess it is what it is, and I think it also makes it more exciting too.
But it's also Eurovision. I mean, Netherlands could have just kept it. You know what I mean? Like, you never know.
Yeah,
well, they kind of have.
Oh, well, yeah.
Accidentally.
I mean, Isanne, what do you think? Because you're from the Netherlands, so what's your take on it? Especially because we know we'll be going back to the Netherlands next year. Is it for sure going to be Rotterdam?
So they're working on it. Rotterdam said that they want to keep it in Rotterdam, but they're just working out the financial part and stuff, because it's a lot of money, and they lost a lot of money. But you guys were talking about 2018, so those were your favorite years, right? 2000 year. For me, it's 2019, not just because the Netherlands won. By the way. No. It's not just because of that. It was such a good year. No, the songs were great songwriters. Production-wise, it was just amazing. I like Israel a lot. I would say that's why it's my favorite year, I guess. And also, I would say that I just like pop music a lot, and there were so many great pop songs, that people who don't like Eurovision would still like. Mm-hmm. And I just liked it a lot.
Tel Aviv was also a great year for those of us who were able to go and attend because of the weather. I mean, the fact that I could go to the beach, the food was delicious. Was good. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I've seen the people on Twitter and I've seen the tweets of the people who are like, anyone talking about, why Eurovision matters because of the country has clearly never been. Okay. And that's okay. Yeah. But it makes a difference when it didn't rain not one time. It was sunny every day. Yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful.
It was
gorgeous.
Great. I felt like my spirit, even though, and I actually got sick.
Oh no.
Legitimately, I actually got sick. And I was still going out because it was amazing. Yeah. But I have to say, someone is knocking on our door to join our chat. Another person. So I'm just gonna go on and let her in. Okay.
Hello.
Now I can.
Hey.
Oh, Samantha. Hey.
How's it going, everybody?
Hi.
Good.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm being a good friend while I'm here in this space. Everybody, this is Samantha. Sam.
Hey.
Hello.
Big ups. So hold on. Before I go around and introduce everybody, I'm like, who do you know? Because I say that it's like a big family, really, and our family reunions typically happen at Eurovision. So now we're just trying to family reunion it a little bit via Zoom. It's not the same, but we can make it.
Looking at the list of who is here, just scrolling through the nice little top list here, I feel like I know everybody here at least by reputation, even if not by person. I think I've met the vast majority. Stuart, have we met in person before? I don't know.
I don't think so. No.
I don't think so either. And Maxxy, I follow you. I think you're brilliant. It's so great to meet you.
Thank you.
But yeah,
definitely
Andy,
haven't met me.
Andy, Isanne, and Deban, I've met you guys before, and I love you all, and Alesia, of course. Thank you so much for having me here. It's great.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you're here. So we met in Lisbon. I've been kind of giving people background of how we met. We met in Lisbon, and I wanted to. It was on my heart to share this morning. See, I'm in Sunday mode. It was on my heart. To share this story, because I think sometimes with Eurovision, people can feel it's hard to approach folks and say hello. And I think, Sam, you actually came up and said hello to me. And actually, Andy, I think you came up and said hello to me, because I typically try not to bother people because everyone's working and in their mode, and it can feel a little bit intimidating. to come up to folks. And so I just want to say thank y'all for actually saying hello to me, because I always have like a random day, like in the press center, where I have like legit imposter syndrome, like full blown imposter syndrome, where I'm just like, who am I? Why am I here? Why would anyone want to talk to me? Like, what am I even doing? Like, legitimate, I will have like a full like day, maybe like day and a half, where I'm just like, and it's like, just, you have enough people kind of like shove you out of the way and kind of like disregard you, that it's real easy to do that. So it's just so lovely to have the smiling faces, you know, of folks. And then people just coming up and saying like, hello, how are you?
A little video of our meeting, actually, because I think we just finished a video and then you we were talking. So I need to dig that out.
Yes. No, I mean, I love that. And I love how we can all like find ways to like come together and approach each other. Because I think also too, folks might not know that like some of us actually have met in person.
It's also interesting because it is possible not to know each other, because I follow a lot of Eurovision content, so I've pretty much seen everybody in their capacity. I mean, I'm really tight friends with you and Isanne, of course, but like Maxxy Rainbow, like I've seen a lot of his stuff. Andy, particularly, I love his interview with Tamara Tedesca, and I remember watching that interview several times over, and proud, because I just so. But I've never seen Andy anywhere ever, and that was one of the things actually that I was going to say to him, that if I seen him, that I was going to bring up the Tamara Tedesca. And recently there was something he did with Shady Shay, which I watched as well. So it is possible actually not to see people just virtually. Samantha, I know, because she was really kind to me. I think it was in Sofia. You were with the Bulgarians.
Yeah.
And you gave me. I still have it at home. It was like a picture book of. She doesn't even remember.
Honestly, Sophia was a bit of a blur. I mean, because I was working with EBU that week and everything was. But I think I do remember.
Yeah, you came over to the desk where I was at. I was with Sinan, and you gave me this lovely picture book, and I was like, "Oh wow!" So those things, they never end up on eBay. I keep them, and thank you. So.
I have to say, Deban, you can vouch for anyone how busy it is at Eurovision in the press centre. And there's probably so many people I've not had a chance to meet. It's one of my favourite things about Eurovision, and you touched on it totally. It's about connecting with people and meeting people. So next time we have to spend some time together.
Yeah, I never even thought. So you do go to Eurovision, like you must do, because I've seen you in your green shirt. Yeah, I've never seen you. It's funny. We must be in the same places all the time. And never. I even thought I might see you at the what's this called? James Newman musical showcase. But actually, that was really bizarre. Didn't even see anyone there. No.
Don't y'all talk about my little boyfriend, James, okay?
Aww.
All right. My last breath. Okay, somebody is knocking on our door, and I have to let them in, and then we're going to get into like rapid fire questions. So I hope you have your hats on, and I hope y'all give it up for our next attendee in the Zoom party.